Well everybody, welcome back. This is Monsters of Folklore. Today's video is going to be on the Manticore. Now it's a pretty cool creature. If you haven't heard about it, it's back from the Greek mythological days. It is very terrifying. And here we go. The Manticore, a mythological Greek beast, was a fearsome sight to see. With the body of a lion and the mane to match it, the Manticore had a humanoid head, which was teamed up with a deadly scorpion tail. A striking sight, the Manticore was even more fearsome when viewed from up close, with a row of sharp-pointed teeth that could strike fear into the most bravest of warriors. The Manticore was incredibly deadly and dangerous due to a number of factors. The Manticore had the speed and agility from its lion's body, enabling the Manticore to reach speeds that a mere mortal would be unable to compete with in a chase. It also possessed the powerful legs and claws of the lion, meaning up close it would be able to tear through flesh with ease. The Manticore also had the intimidating and deadly scorpion tail, which was additionally laced with barbs, allowing the Manticore to fire projectile spikes. If the Manticore's projectiles were to strike flesh, they would inflict poison and render anyone they struck useless and powerless, pretty much just like a real scorpion does. With its humanoid head, the Manticore was able to make noises and sounds, but due to all accounts was unable to speak. Instead, the Manticore would make musical noises. So pretty much if you heard like some kind of tune out in the wild, a Manticore is in the vicinity with you. And then you gotta think of how scary that'd actually be. Like you'd be out in the wild or something and you hear some strange musical noises and you have no idea what it is. Then you get attacked by a scorpion tail. If you were to encounter a Manticore, there may be nothing left to examine if you were to be struck by its sting. The Manticore was known to devour its prey whole, and no trace of their existence was left behind. Clothes, money, belongings, and shoes would be devoured with ease by this powerful and fast beast. Now, long rumored to be wild in India, the Manticore was never thought to exist in Europe or America, although it has been rumored to have been seen in Greece. The Manticore was reported to have prowled the jungles of India, hunting its prey and scaring the natives. Now, this Greek mythological creature, it's thought that its origins was in Persia, where the Manticore was referred to as the man-eater. Now, later the Manticore would receive more notoriety thanks to a Greek writer, if I'm saying his name correctly, Flavius Philostratus, which I'm pretty sure I did, who recorded a conversation alluding to the existence of this mythical Manticore. And I found I guess, it says it was a recording, but if it's back like in these days, I'd say maybe he wrote it down. As the hunters gathered round in the dusty night, they wondered whether hunting the fabled Manticore was a wise idea. It didn't matter now, the decision had been made, and no musical sounds had been heard yet. However, as the hunters settled in their camp, they heard some muffled whistling. With their weapons ready, the hunters felt their heartbeat rise. Was this legendary Manticore or just a trick of the wind? Only one hunter made it back. He never saw the Manticore with his own eyes, but his colleagues fell one by one until he could stand firm no longer. So from what I gathered, it probably was the Manticore. It's really hard to tell. There's some strange creatures, man, back in these days. Even if something like this was real or didn't exist, sometimes people will see things that might resemble something like the Manticore or any other creature they may have encountered, and just be like a misidentification. But if the Manticore really did exist, it would truly be horrifying, because if you were a hunter and all that stuff, you would have no chance if you encountered something like this, because if its tail hits you, you're done. Let's go eat you. But everybody, that is what the Manticore is. It is a terrifying sight. But everybody, that is the Manticore. Have you ever heard of it? If you have, let me know what you've heard. As always, comment your opinions on the video and all that good stuff. Like the video, share it with your neighbors, let everybody you know in town watch it. Subscribe, check out my Twitter. And yeah, I'll see you later.